Continue with the front end, and we're gonna install npm install React-Redux as well as Axios. Okay, so we're gonna go our Visual Studio Code, we're gonna go to the terminal, and I'm gonna run npm run dev. Okay, so it's gonna be npm run dev, so I can open both the backend and the front end at the same time. So backend is gonna be localhost 5000 and front end is gonna be localhost 3000. Okay, so I also have open Postman here. Okay, so we are gonna be dealing with a register, so we can close this. Okay, yeah, they're sending us to the localhost 3000. We have the courses, the login, and the register. Enter your name, confirm your password. Yeah, that's fine. Login and courses, and let me see if I go right here. This is 5000, so control plus, make it a little bit bigger. Let me send it, and yeah, as the backend is working as well, that's fine. Okay, let's close this one. Let's go outside of that. Let's go now inside of the front end, and we are gonna go into the features, and we're gonna go into the folder, and we're gonna have we have right now the authSlice. Okay, so we are gonna go right here, and let me see. Yeah, right now we're gonna need, or we're gonna start working with a register user. Okay, so we're gonna have in the register, let me see, so we're gonna have in the register user like that, and before we create the function export, we are gonna go into this folder, so the same folder, auth folder, and we're gonna create a new file. Okay, so we're gonna name it the authService. Okay, so it's gonna be like that, auth for authentication, and then just like that, service, and it's gonna be JavaScript. Okay, so we have the authService and the authSlice. Let me see, we can leave it like that, and we are bringing in the authSlice the CreateAsyncThunk. We didn't use it in the previous video, but we're gonna be using it right now. So we're gonna now in the register user, so below of the initial state, we are gonna export. So we're gonna export, let me see, export const, and yeah, we're gonna export const this variable name register. Okay, and we are gonna set it to the CreateAsyncThunk. Okay, as you can see, the error went away. So we have this register, we're setting it to the CreateAsyncThunk, and here we're gonna have we're gonna have a parameter, well, two parameters. So as a first parameter, we're gonna have the initial state, and let me see, so control shift I, and we can open right here in Redux, and we can put it into the state. This is it. Yeah, we have the auth state so far, so we only have one. Let me close this one. We only have this auth state, so we need here right now the auth state, and this one is gonna slash the register. Okay, so because the name is, this variable is register, and as a second argument, we're gonna have the async. We're gonna have the async. We're gonna have an error function. Let me see. Async. We're gonna have an error function with variables, and this variable, we're gonna have in the user in the thunkAPI. Okay, so we have this async, we have the components user and the thunkAPI, and we have an error function. That's fine. We're gonna open let me see, let me close this one. What it was, yeah, let me close it right here. Okay, so let me close this one as well. Yeah, we have the export cons, register, CreateAsync. We have the async user, I think API, and this one we don't. Yeah, I missed it right here, so I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah, and we're gonna open curly braces, and inside of this curly braces now we're gonna have in the try and catch. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, try and catch, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, when using Visual Studio Code, so make sure that you, when you open a parenthesis, you close it, you open a curly brace, you close it. Okay, so we have the user and the thunkAPI, that's fine. Now we have the try. Okay, so inside of the try we're gonna have a return, so we're gonna have a return that awaits for the auth service that register, and in parentheses we have the user. Okay, so we're gonna have an error because we have the auth service but we have nothing yet. We need to, let me see, yeah. Oh yeah, since we are gonna be using let me see, we're gonna open a new terminal. Okay, so let me see if I can just like that, a new terminal, and make sure that we are in the front end. So let me see, full stack courses, cd. Yeah, now I am in the front end. Make sure that you are in the front end, and we're gonna npm install Axios. So we're gonna install Axios, and also we're gonna install React hyphen toast, how they spell it, let me see, yeah, React toastify. Okay, so yeah, like that. So we are gonna install it, and yeah, it's gonna take a while maybe. So again, we can close this one, and again we are in the try and catch of the register return await auth service, that what it was, that user. That's fine. What else do we need here? Okay, so thunkAPI, yeah, that's fine. We can just leave it like that, auth service. Catch error, yeah, we can just leave it like that for now, and let's save it, and let's go to the auth service. So let me see, you can check it from here, make sure that you are in the package.json of the front end. So it says front end here, and we have React Toastify, and let me see, yeah, we have Axios, the 1.13.1, that's fine. So now we can call it. Okay, so it was authService.js. Okay, so we're gonna import Axios. Yeah, we're gonna import Axios from Axios. We don't need the semicolon at the end, and we're gonna have a new variable here, and we're gonna name it, yeah, API underscore URL, and we're setting it to the API. Let me see. No, not this one. So yeah, I'm gonna have this variable name API underscore URL, and we're setting it to single quotes, and we are gonna setting it to the API users. Okay, not the what Visual Studio Code was recommending. Okay, so below we are gonna have the register user. That's fine. So we import Axios from Axios. We have this variable API underscore URL. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna have the register user, and here we're gonna have this variable name register. That's fine. We're setting it to the asynchronous. We're gonna be using user data. We're gonna have an error function. Yeah, that's fine so far. And inside of this, let me put it like that. Okay, so yeah, we have this variable register. We're setting it to the asynchronous function. So user data, we open curly braces, we're gonna have the response. So we await for Axios that post. So this is the method post. We have this variable, the API underscore URL, and as a second argument we have the user data. That's fine. So we are still inside of the registered user from the authService. So we're gonna have if. So if the response that data, if the response that data, then we're gonna open curly braces, and we're gonna have the local storage that set item, and we're gonna look for the user as a first argument. Second argument is gonna be the JSON that is stringify response that data. Okay, so that's fine. And below we're just gonna return the response data. Okay, so let me see, we can save it for now. We importing Axios. Okay, we have this variable API URL, we have the register async, user data, counts response, await Axios at post. That's fine. User data, if the response that data, local storage set item, user that is stringify response. Everything is fine. Everything is fine so far. And we are gonna go outside of this register, so outside of this curly brace, not logging user, so we are still here. But let me see, register, await for Axios. Everything is fine here. If the response, okay, so we are gonna go outside, and we're gonna have this the name of the file that is gonna be the authService. That's fine. And we're gonna open curly braces, and we're importing, we're exporting this register. Okay, so we have that, the register, and now we're gonna export the file itself. So export the fold authService, and that's fine. That's fine so far. And let me see, so we are done with this file. And let me see, 3000 errors, so we still have an error. We are gonna go into the authSlice now. Let me see, so we have the we exported it, that's fine. Now we need to go into the authSlice, and we need to import it. So we exported it from when we were in the authServices, we exported it, and now since we are in the authSlice, we are importing it. So we import authService from the pretty much from the authService file. Okay, so that's fine. And let me see, what else do we need here? So we save it. We have the message here, that's fine. And here we have the register, CreateAsyncThunk. Let me see, there's one auth. Auth register async. We have the thunkAPI, and we are in the try and catch. That's fine. So we are we are still in this registered user. So let me put it like that, save it like that. So so the errors went away. We still have the nothing's happening obviously, but we still need to go into the try and catch. So we already finished with the try, so return await authService. Yeah, that's fine. Now in the catch, we are gonna have we're gonna have this const, and we're gonna have a message, and that message we're gonna have in the error. Yeah, so we're gonna open parentheses, so we're gonna have the error that response, and so that will ampersand error response that data. Let me close this one, and let me see if this is fine. Yeah, let's save it. So we have this variable message, so we are setting it to this parentheses, error that response, and error that response that data, and error that response that data that message. Okay, error that response, error that response that data, and error that response that data that message. That's fine. We close the parentheses. So let me see, I open it here, we close it here. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Or we have the error that message, or let me see, error that response. Okay, so we have or error that message, or error to a string. That's fine. That's fine. And now we're gonna return, and the error went away for the thunkAPI, so we're gonna return in the thunkAPI that reject with a value, and we pass in the message. Okay, that's fine. And pretty much, let me see, yeah, everything is fine here. So that is what we need for the try and catch. So again, for the try, we're returning we return away the authService that registered user, and from the try, and for the catch, I mean, we have this variable message. So we open parentheses, and we're gonna have two ampersands. Okay, so error that response, and error that response that data, and error that response that data that message. Okay, or error that message, or error to string. Okay, and then we just return the thunkAPI. That's fine. So yeah, that's the only thing we need to do. And in the authService, we can put here, for example, we can have localhost. Let me see, we can pretty much grab this one, copy it, and we can just paste it right here, or we can go into the package.json of the front end, and we can have a proxy. Okay, so we can go right here, and we can just put it in like that, a proxy, and okay, it already did it for me, so that's fine. And we're gonna have in the column, inside of the double quotes, http://localhost:5000. We close the double quotes, and then don't forget to put a comma. So if you don't put a comma, we're gonna have an error here. So you just put your comma here. So this one is gonna be pretty much connected to it's connecting this register to the backend now. Okay, so it's gonna, when it goes, where it was service, yeah, when it's acting in Axios, it's gonna check for the localhost 5000. That is gonna be our backend. Right now we're using Postman, but it's gonna be the localhost 5000/API/users. Okay, so that's the reason that we do it.